Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm here at the track that we all know and love as Monza. Except, like last time, if you start to look around, things may get a little funky. What's that off in the distance? We'll get to it. What's that way off in the distance? We'll get to it. So this is another map made by zooming past for Assetto Corsa. And yet again, I'm not talented enough to make a map, but I am able to port a map. So we took his map and just slapped our name in addition to his and ported it to my racing game of choice. And I couldn't leave him empty-handed, so I did add a little reminder that I'm here, always watching over his creation. So how does this differ from the regular Monza? Well, you can see you get to the chicane here, and we've got some walls, and we also have a little shortcut, just like there was in Monaco, except I think this one does a little bit more damage to your car if you land in there, so we'll probably avoid that when we do a hot lap. You come out of the chicane, and you'll notice the corner's banked, and it's got a nice degree of banking to the wrong side. Will we be able to overcome that? That's a great question. We'll figure that one out. And then following along, we have another chicane with some sausage curbs made out of sausage. Once again, their name's just slapped right there, right next to Papa from Papa's Pizzeria. And then as we continue around, things are looking a little bit more normal until... Oh, he didn't, did he? He did. The Leaning Tower of Pizza, ladies and gentlemen. In all of its glory. Just a nice little jaunt around the tower. A nice crossover, because what racing circuit doesn't like a crossover, as well as elevation change. Be careful going over this crest, because the braking zone up here gets a little dicey when it dips out from under you and your wheels no longer touch the ground. Down the hill, we go on to this last section, which has been elongated to, I don't know what benefit, mostly to the detriment of everyone involved. And you've got these snaky little chicanes, get a little more wild, add in some sand traps, because why not? And then we've got one final corner. Nothing can be worse than what we've seen already, except, it's also banked the wrong way. And then we've just got some hills, some nice rolling hills, get a little bit of air time, especially off this last one. Straight down, back to the finish line. I'll take you on a hot lap in just a second. But yeah, that's the track. I don't know how he comes up with this. I don't know how he does this. He terrifies me. So I can't wait to see what he comes up with next. But let's take a trip around this track and see how we do. Alright, so I'm here in the Crazier Vivace Rally Gravel. And we're just going to take it for a spin and see how it does on this track. Ooh, I was afraid we wouldn't make it under that exit sign. That's off to a great start already. Underneath the giant Z-Man in space on top of the tower. And coming up to the first chicane. We'll get on the brakes hard and still clip the wall. We'll just reset like nothing happened. I'm sure it won't be the first or the last time that I have to do that on this track. And, like I said, we've got this negatively banked corner, which is terrifying. In first person, this doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm sliding down, which is not a great feeling. And then back here, we can get some more speed, really gun it, except no, we can't, because we've got the little chicane up ahead. Just take that nice and gingerly. And then we can hammer down again. Avoid this sand trap. And we'll go into this little roundabout here. Oh, into the sand. And you'll have to let me know what you want to see on this track. I think we have a race potentially planned for the racing league that I'm a part of. And we'll see how some people that are much better at sim racing deal with a track that is much less accurate to that of the real world, and see how they like it. I'm sure they'll love it. Ooh, slam on the brakes, and that is the first time I've made it clear of that wall in a long time in practicing, so you'll love to see it. And now we're just going to try and finish up this lap as cleanly as possible. Luckily, this thing only tops out at about 130. If we were in something like an F1 car, I'd be scared for my life. I'm still scared for my life. And we're only topping out at 130. I have a feeling that sand trap at high speed just kills cars. Not wanting to find out right now. And into this final corner. We're just gonna overshoot it. It's fine. It's about as well. And then we'll just give it some gas here for these last couple of hills. You know, if you feel your tires leave the ground, that's natural. If your car wants to be free, you should let it. Perfect. And here we go. No worse for the wear. Up past the pit entry. Wave high to the marshal. And cross the finish line. And stick into the wall. You know, that's just built that way so I don't have to use as much of my brakes. But anyway, let me know what you'd like to see on this track. If there's people you want to see me try to get with to race, if there are different ideas that you have where you want to see us do a different type of race, or whatever we can use this map for, let me know. I'll put it up on the forums at some point. That way it can be downloaded. You can have your own go at it. Maybe I'll add a time trial and we'll see who the fastest on this track can be. And if there's any other maps from Assetto Corsa that you'd like to see ported into the game, let me know, and I can take a look at potentially getting those ported over for us to be able to drive in this game. So, until next time, have a great one.